Hello, 7th class student. How are you? Hope you are all fine. The next topic which we will discuss, unit number 6, water. Here is the summary of the unit 6. As you can see in the in quotation, no water, no life, no blue, no green. In this chapter, we will know the importance of the water, introduction of water, properties of water, testing of water, types of water, purification of drinking water, uses of water, ways to reduce the wastage of water, and what is introduction of water. Water is a chemical substance which found in abundance around us. Three-quarters of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Chemical formula of water is H2O. When the two hydrogen molecules and one oxygen join, they form the water. You can see in the diagram, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom combined form water. There are three water types: rainwater, seawater, freshwater. Rainwater is the purest form of natural water because it does not involve any impurities. But when it falls on the ground, it becomes the seawater, and seawater is an impure form of the water. How the impurities act in the water, we will discuss. As the rain falls through the air, it dissolves many gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. And it also washes down the dust particles, smoke, and bacteria. It dissolves minerals. As the water flows, it carries with it mud and clay particles, waste products, and chemical fertilizers from our houses and factories, and pesticides from fields are also added to it, which make it harm and impure. And the next is fresh water. Fresh water contains the dissolved air. That is why fish and other aquatic animals and plants. Next, properties of the pure water. Pure water has no color, no taste, no smell, as you see in your daily routine life. And it freezes at 0 degree, as the formation of the ice at the 0 degree. And it boils at the 100 degree. That the water start boiling. That the water start boiling at the 100 degree. It is a bad conductor of electricity. Bad conductor of electricity means that it does not, the flow of electricity cannot pass, that the electricity cannot pass through it. It is a very good solvent, means it dissolve solute in it very easily. It reacts with. There are different testing of water. Pure water boils at 100 degree as already discussed and freeze at the 0 degree at the normal atmospheric pressure. Test for the pure water. Take the two beakers A and B. In the beaker A, you add pure water, and in the beaker B, pour the water containing some common salt into it. Suspended a thermometer in each beaker. Heat the water and note the temperature of water when it starts boiling. What is the temperature of the water in the beaker A? Beaker A water boils at the 100 degree, while the water boils in the beaker B take high temperature because it involves some impurities. Testing with the copper sulfate powder. A copper sulfate powder is usually white in color, but when a drop of water is added, there are different types of water. Soft water, hard water, temporary and hardness, permanent hardness of water. Soft water can easily form the leather with the soap because it does not involve any type of impurities, while the hard water does not form leather with the soap easily because it involves some impurities, which which are calcium hydrogen compounds. Temporary and permanent hardness. Temporary hardness in the water is due to the hydrogen carbonates. When the temporary hard water is boiled, the calcium hydrogen carbonate dissolves or decomposes to form the calcium carbonate, which is insoluble and it collects on the sides of the pot. The water is then soaked and we can use in our routine life. Permanent hardness is caused by dissolve the chemicals as the calcium and magnesium compounds, mainly the calcium hydrogen carbonates, calcium sulfate, magnesium hydrogen carbonate, and magnesium sulfates. Such compounds react with the soap producing an insoluble products which float on the water which cannot be removed very easily for hours. The next is where does the hardness come from the water? In the water. Hardness already you have learned due to the presence of calcium hydrogen carbonate. The question is from where the hydrogen add into the calcium carbonate in the rainwater. When the rain falls on the limestone and chalk rocks as you observe in the diagram, are these these limestones and chalk are mostly calcium carbonate, which is insoluble in water. As the rain falls through the air, it dissolves carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide from the air is mixed into the rainwater and form a weak acidic solution. This solution then attacks the calcium carbonates, forming the calcium hydrogen carbonate, which is soluble. The next process is purification of drinking water. There are two processes of purification of water we will discuss. First is distillation and the second is water filtration plant. Distillation we perform the experiment in the laboratories and form the water pure. Water is heated in the flask as you observe in the first diagram to form a steam. The purpose of the steam, the collection of water vapors. The vapors that is produced is cooled to form the liquid water and the cooled in apparatus called the Lebig condenser. The next is purification of drinking water. Here you can see in the diagram different tanks are used for the purification. The purpose of using these tanks to remove the impurities from the water and then chlorine is added it to kill the germs and then is stored in the huge tanks from where it is supplied to our homes from where we can use for the here are the uses of water. There are many uses of water. For example, animals and plants need the water to sustain the life. Human beings use the water for drinking, cooling, cooking, and washing. Water is used in industries for manufacturing goods. Water is also used in the agriculture for watering the fields. Water is stored in the dams and used to produce hydroelectricity. We use the water of the rivers and seas for travel and to transport goods. Ways to reduce the wastage of water, which is very important to survive on this earth. First is do not leave the tap running when you brush your teeth. Do not leave the water running when you washing the dishes. Check the plumbing in your homes and have leaking the taps repair immediately. Turn off the hose when you have watered the garden and washed your cars. Do not spend too long in the shower. Topic is water pollution. Harmful hygienic substance in the water cause the water pollution. Dirty water from houses, farms contain the germs that can cause the diseases in the human and animals. Next is the water pollution. Harmful, unhygienic substances in the water cause the water pollution. Dirty water from our houses and farms contain the germs that can cause the diseases in human and animals. If this water drains into the river water becomes polluted. Wastewater from the factories, as you see in the diagram, is drained into the river. It contains the dangerous chemical substances which may not kill the fish but are stored in their bodies. These fish can poison the humans if they are eaten. Untreated sewage water, when emptied into the sea, pollutes the water. Water pollution is also caused by the oil spill from the oil tanker in the ocean. It kills the seabirds by poisoning them and by jamming their wings so that they cannot fly to find the food.